We've got a very impressive trio of belted males on screen right now, or in the pen. And as I look at them from my viewpoint, these are three really, really neat pigs. And I think maybe at a different time of the year, we'd consider keeping all of these boar prospects because they certainly have boar feature and boar bone and probably boar pedigrees. But for those that are serious about trying to be competitive at the highest level in bear shows, we're always going to make that a priority around here, and that's why these three will be offered. 263-2 has been walking around camera. He's following the red flag there. That 263 is sired by Fundamental. Fundamental is a boar that we bought from Rotobaws at Breeders' Best a year ago right now. Fundamental is a keep in the faith, and while we only had a couple litters out of him, we certainly saw enough quality in both of those litters to warrant a lot more use this go around. The mother of that 263 is a sow that we affectionately call Beth around here. She's a king of the hill, sky's the limit. She'd go back to the Miss Abby sow that was so prevalent there in the Sites Livestock program. We would have bought a pair of sky's the limit sows from Ryan. When he had that litter, and the belted one of that pair has been absolutely phenomenal over time. Her daughters are incredible, and this is a direct king of the hill daughter out of her. And then bred back to Fundamental. So 263-2, again, is the belted one with white socks, kind of on the bottom side of the screen. Let's go to the 258. 258-4 is on screen right there in the middle, turning around. As we zoom in on him, that's 258-4. And if you're into the bone thing and want them to be big-legged, really stout-featured, and have that dense appearance to them, you probably need to tune in here to this 258. Extra heavy duty, really big legs, very proportionate in his build. And we're going to talk about the same sow family here. Actually, this sow is a never before. Sky's the limit is what her pedigree would read. The 258 litter was a litter that was featured in the fall showcase, and this -4 pig just wasn't quite ready for the bright lights when we had folks here at the farm. But certainly has that appearance right now. He's sired by Dig In on the top side. Dig In is the Trenches Kingpin that we kept from the crop a year ago. Dig In would be a littermate to the Reserve Hamp at San Antonio, a littermate to that class-winning middleweight Dark Cross, and a littermate to Dirtbag at Wintex. So again, that's 258-4 coming across the screen. He's a Dig In, never before, sky's the limit. Last but not least is the 249 that's coming to the center now. He's kind of the cool colored one of the bunch, really chromed up on both sides. Those 249s were sired by Dig In as well. We've already talked about his littermate. Those Dig Ins have got a really, really neat look and a neat pattern from the side. I think they're certainly more attractive than the Trenches pigs were as a whole. This pig's actually out of Gangster Sister on the bottom side, so his extended pedigree would be Dig In, Goosebumps, Secret Weapon, Kiss My Socks. That's 249-6 going away from the camera. Again, we've also got 258-4 out here. He's the really big-legged stout one. And then last but not least was 263-2. That's the Fundamental King of the Hill. Really neat trio, and I know that a lot of folks have already got their pigs this size bought. You've probably got pins full of bigger pigs, but we'd put these up against a lot of competition relative to their quality. And if you've got a show in February, even early February, we think these need your consideration. So neat trio. We'll leave it at that. If you have questions, please let us know.